Good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be doing some more content for the YouTube channel because I've been concentrating on the Patreon a little bit. You know, I did Mind Your Language and the prize draw last night. Didn't really get time to do anything for the YouTube channel, so I put it on the Patreon. So I thought, where better to start with some more Scotch and Rice. So yep, let's get on with it. But also just want to mention that we had the prize draw last night on the YouTube channel. You may remember. Well, I can confirm that the winner, Richard Winkler, has been sent the money. I've got the PayPal thing detail here. So, yep. First prize draw successful. Anyway, Scotch and Rice. Really love this show. It's fantastic. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. It really means a lot to me. It helps the channel out. And we're getting close to 700. I want to reach 700 before the end of September. So help me do that. Anyway, let's go. Consider joining the Patreon as well. This prize draw thing, I'm going to try and make it at least once a month. Or I'm thinking of doing it maybe once a week with like really low prizes. We'll see. But join the Patreon anyway, you could win some money.
Give man food.
And there's more than just cash prizes up for grabs. I mean, for example, the prize draw we did last night, there was £10, which was the main prize, but the second prize was also next month Patreon for free, and somebody won that as well. So, you know, you might not win money, but you might save some money. You might get Patreon for free. Anyway, join the Patreon. We've got so much going on there. Mind Your Language. Limited shows now are Patreon exclusive.
Woman, put wood on fire.
Oh, it's a woman?
Man water.
Cavemen. Wow. Wouldn't you just love to go back in time to see how they lived back then? Because we act like we know, but we don't.
Woman,
like,
make bed for man.
we can't know properly, like everything, what it was like. That's the bed made. Stop whipping her! What was that for? Just...
Woman, come to bed. Make love with man.
No.
Why woman not come to bed, make love with man?
Because I've got a bloody headache.
Hey, that's interesting. The last episode started with a sketch about a woman. You know, he dropped aspirin in her mouth while she was sleeping. And she says, I've got a headache. And he's like, oh, hey, yeah, beauty. Wait for his hole. Last call. Last call, minister. I love this. What's this? Calling on you this week, Mrs. Ida Clauses have. Oh, close shave. Mrs. Ida Close Shave. Oh, it's still him. Oh, it's him in drag.
Good evening. I have recently returned from the Horn, if you'll pardon the expression, of Africa, where Gervais, that's my husband by marriage, and I have been missionaries for the past 12 years or so.
Oh.
When we were first married, Gervais had a little church right up in the far northwest of Scotland. But
Gervais?
it was extremely cold there, and my husband's stipend was very small. So we opted to become missionaries, and I must say the warm climate seems to suit him better.
Does it, yeah? He reminds me of the Queen a little bit. Anybody else?
All our time in Africa has been spent living and working among the Ouagadougou tribe.
Ouagadougou?
Pygmies, you know. No more than 4 feet or so high, and often I would see them wandering naked through the long-stemmed thistledown with great broad grins on their faces, giggling with each other as if something had tickled their fancy.
Where's this
The
going?
name of their village, Ouagadougou, comes from their own language, which, roughly translated, means turn left at the cesspool and mind where you put your feet. Would, alas, that we had known this that first day Gervais and I arrived at the village. As we approached the large wooden entrance gate, all the natives were gesticulating. It was probably the hot weather. Then they started waving at us and shouting, "Woolamooga! Woolamooga!" Taking this to be some sort of greeting, Gervais and I hurried through the gate and found ourselves up to here in Woolamooga. It was some time before the Ouagadougous ventured near us. Although they did very kindly offer us a little hut to sleep in, just downwind of them. When
Just downwind of them.
we eventually made contact, the witch doctor, a charming man, taught us how to use the damn soras when entering or leaving the village through the wooden gate. The damn soras turned out to be a rather large pair of old wellies, and incidentally it was Gervais, ever ready with a statistic, who pointed out that the wellies were 27 inches high and the witch doctor's inside leg measurement was 22.
Right.
He didn't go out very much. It was probably he too who gave them the name of damn soras.
Damn sore ass. Stop doing this! You know, like posh people do.
What happy days we spent there in Ouagadougou. I taught the children to read and write some sort of basic English, and Gervais ran the bingo hall and the casino. I introduced the children to two books, the Bible, and for very good reasons, Plummet Yourself by H.D. Balcock. In this way, of course, they would learn to care for their brethren and at the same time look after their system. The children were marvelous. What a sense of humor they had, and such great practical jokers. I never knew from one night to the next what I would find in my bed. A snake, a scorpion, a tarantula. One night I actually found Gervais. I think the rascals must have put something in his tea. School, of course, was always out of doors. I would wear a wide, cool skirt and blouse, and the boys, nothing at all. And let me tell you, I have never... We all learn...
Careful! I'm getting U-Tree vibes.
Let me tell you, I have never... We all learn... We all learned a great deal from each other.
Once you've had, you never go back.
And when we got thirsty, I would say to the boys, "Now, up tree you, get coconut." And laughing, they'd reply, "No, up tree us, up you." And so, of course, I'd have to climb the tree, and the boys would stand underneath laughing as they looked up at me.
As they looked up at me. As they looked up me. I knew it.
Ah, those dear boys, some of them must be 18 or 19 now, and I can hardly wait to see how they've grown. Gervais, on the other hand, is not so keen to go back. He only wished the last.
I bet he isn't. He'll be getting outmeasured in every department. In one very particular department. Oh, no.
Is not so keen to go back. He and the witch doctor, alas, had a slight altercation on one occasion, and Gervais lost his temper. I'm afraid he told the witch doctor where to stick his wellies. Didn't you, dear? Good night.
Oh, he shrunk the witch doctor! He shrunk him! Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, that wasn't bad, was it? Nothing will beat the first one though, where he was getting drunk. Oh, that was amazing. I loved that.
Who's your letter from?
Hilary. What a scroll. Would you say that was an O or an I?
That's an O.
Oh my God, my brother's shot himself.
Would you say that was an O or an I? It's an O. Oh my God, my brother's shot himself. That's clever.
Stop it, come on. That's enough from me.
James,
Because, Teddy,
Tony.
as with great pride, and at practically no cost, that the Hotel Lavemore is proud to present that sensational Scottish singing duo. We have them here, ladies and gentlemen, the
Thank you.
The Gutties.
And we'd like to begin with a song we've composed about the Glencoe Massacre. It was a brutal time when brother butchered brother, when men hacked bits off other men, when soldiers with dirty great long swords disemboweled.
Jesus Christ, that's one hell of a prop hairdo. Whatever they've done to him for that. Wow.
Soft other men, when soldiers with dirty great long swords disemboweled other soldiers with swords that weren't quite as long. It was a time when rivers ran with blood and oozing entrails stained the heaven. The chorus we've written goes,
I don't think it's that, isn't it?
and severed it, and then ripped out his tongue. It wriggled like a jellied eel on the ground where it was flung. They beat his brain to a throbbing mush, and slashed his guts asunder, and cut his heart out with a dirk, and he died. No bloody wonder.
No bloody wonder.
Well, that's the chorus.
Oh, he's going.
Sing along.
He's going.
The song is called The Splattered Blood of Our Slaughtered Sons. Right, Roy. A 1, a 2.
Who's the pretty boy then?
Oh, took me a second to realise that. It's not actually a parrot. It's a person in a costume. Bloody hell, have they done that in the 70s? Or 80s, whenever this is from.
My clauses killing me, so they are. I've been doing that stupid ladder all day, getting that wee bella down to my head. Who's a pretty boy then? Who's a pretty boy then? I'll give her who's a pretty boy. Raven. Oh, here she comes.
Here she
I
comes.
better tuck the old nut under the wing. If she sees I'm still awake, she'll have us jumping through that stupid-looking plastic ring and ducking my head into the water and splashing it all over my parrots. It's bloody freezing. I think she's got visitors.
It's bloody freezing.
Do you have a wee trick for Mrs. McCusker?
This is what we wish parrots would say. Can you imagine a parrot with a Scottish accent? Oh, that would be the best talking parrot ever.
Sleep, Eva Zou.
This is what they're really saying when we're not near them. They probably do hate us. I mean, it's a bird. Birds are meant to fly. I don't agree with keeping birds as pets in cages. I don't think it's right at all. I mean, you know, birds. I saw something on Facebook the other day. It was some particular type of bird, and they put a tracker on it, and it flew from South Africa to like the north of Russia. And apparently it does that every year, you know? And that's just one type of bird. They're not meant to be in a cage that's about as big as a fucking... I mean, It's not even as big as a wardrobe, is it, a bird cage? They're not meant... No, don't keep birds as pets. Leave them to be outside, able to fly, roam free, dive down, pick up worms. They're not meant to be in a tiny cage where you're giving them a fucking water bottle and... Or a water bowl, I'm thinking of rabbits, and a tiny little bowl of seed. No, birds aren't meant to be in a cage. Imagine how you'd feel. Imagine you could fly. Right? Imagine you're able to fly. And put it in human terms as well, not like a bird. Like, so you can fly further, faster, maybe. And then someone puts you in a space that's just a bit bigger than you. Would you like it? No, I don't think you would.
See, when she's got people in, visitors, my life's no worth living, you know it is. Come on, Monty, do our wee trick for Mrs. McCusker. Our wee trick. I'd like to see her up in that bloody swing.
I should have finished that with, "Mourn the birds!" Missed a trick, but I remembered. "Mourn the birds! Mourn the parrots!
Mrs. McCusker.
Mourn the budgies!"
Our wee trick. I'd like to see her up in that bloody swing. Hey, it's some trick, that. A triple somersault right off of the top perps there, right up there into the water trough. There's some height that, you know, right into the water. I had to do it when the minister was in the other day, soaked to the skin I was. Him and her just laughed. I gave him a mouthful, but oh, what a mouthful I gave him. Oh, she was black up front. Trying to tell him I'd picked it up with the big macaw upstairs. That's no true, it was her. Oh, swears like a trooper, her. She does. You want to hear it when a man comes home with a good bucket in him. What?
Good bucket in him.
I jigs the big macaw upstairs would turn scarlet if he could hear the language. He used to be with a sailor. Who's a pretty boy? Who's that? Oh, you get fed up with that. Hey, you know what that big macaw gets for his tea? Big macaw upstairs, chocolate biscuits. Chocolate biscuits.
Really?
Last time I seen a chocolate biscuit was your Chris's wedding, and I never got a smell of one. Never a smell. All greedy guts, finished a lot. Did you give our Monty a wee bit of biscuit away then? Of course I did, says he. Gave him half the packet. Near had the horn apples. Bloody liar. I could fair go a chocolate biscuit right now instead of that budgie break.
Budgie break?
Budgie break. Honest to God, you see that on the TV. Oh, here, our Monty would like that, wouldn't he, say that? Look at that wee budgie on the TV. It's a picture of hell. Picture of hell, my tail feathers. It was stuffed.
It's stuffed.
He was all padded, wee round belly, glass eyes shining away, tied onto a perch and being shoved back for it with some guy out of camera range. Here, is that her coming back? Hey, she got my cover. Oh, damn, I wish I hadn't cut it on, I was sleeping. Oh, hey.
Oh.
Oh, hell, and I was wanting to watch Wings, too.
That was good.
I'm going out now. I may be gone for some time.
At sea or something.
Oh.
Well, I suppose for some of you lot in Scotland, it is life or death. Going outside for your fish and chips or wherever, that cafe or whatever. The weather up there. Oh, dude, it's not so bad here. What?
Heck, you.
Boy. What an introduction!
Heck, you.
Hey, could you what?
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Gonna not do that. You're making us feel like a wee bit sick.
Sorry. It's just that I'm a bit nervous.
Aye.
That's my first time, you see.
Your first time?
Aye.
Well, in here?
Aye.
Oh, don't worry. I've been in here dozens of times.
I bet you
Oh,
have.
I do you. I'll keep you right.
Oh, thanks very much.
Aye.
I suppose it's the waiting that's the worst, isn't it?
No, it's the waiting that's the worst. But don't you worry, Jimmy. I've never had anything. What are you? Are you there? I've never had anything go wrong in here.
Oh, good.
Except once. Except once. I remember I was up at my first time in here. And they were just bringing mine, you know what I mean? You know what? They dropped it. Dropped right in the flare there.
Right on the flare there.
What an uproar there was. What a blooming uproar. They apologised, Winnie, but that's not the same, is it? In the end, there was no harm done. They just took it away and brought us another one.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's no the worst, Jimmy. That's the... See, the worst thing is when they bring you somebody else's. So embarrassed.
Are they talking about what I think they're talking about here? It says it was a maternity ward or waiting room. These are men. Why are they in the maternity waiting room? Oh wait, hold on. I'm so stupid. His missus is in having a baby. They dropped it right on the flare there. Right, okay, I'm with it now. I don't know why, I thought it was some kind of, you know, like, they can't have kids and they're here for, I don't know. I don't know what I thought, to be honest. Right.
Except once, I remember I was up at my first time in here. And they were just bringing mine, you know what I mean? You know what? They dropped it. Dropped right in the flare there. Dropped it. What an uproar there was. What a blooming uproar. They apologised, Winnie, but that's not the same, is it?
No. Sorry, I dropped your baby. Thanks.
In the end, there was no harm done. They just took it away and brought us another one.
In the end, there was no harm done. They just took it away and brought us another.
Terrible.
Oh, that's no the worst, Jimmy. That's the... See, the worst thing is when they bring you somebody else's.
They bring you somebody else's?
So embarrassing now, you know. I mean, it must have been about the time.
It must have been about
the time before last. I was in here and...
Time before? How many fucking kids have you had?
And they brought us somebody else's. The wrong one. Somebody, and the wife and I didn't know, you know what I mean?
Oh, you wouldn't? Oh.
No, we didn't realise until we got to home and opened it up. Oh, I was going to come right back here and complain, you know, but it's a long way and it started to rain. So then...
What? Opened it up?
Here and complain, you know, but it's a long way and it started to rain. So then we just kept it.
You kept it?
Aye. And we're glad to, because we quite liked it. And there was nobody in here bothering their bum.
But mate, that'll not happen very often.
Eh?
That'll not happen very often, though, eh?
Oh, hardly ever. Hardly ever.
I should hope so.
Hardly, I mind you, I'll give you a wee tip here, though. If they bring yours, you know, when they bring yours, and it's not what you want it, don't say a word. Don't open your mouth, they'll go for you. I mean, a fight in here over that very thing. What a fight it was. Some guy go what he didn't want, and you know what they did? They hit him with it.
They hit him with it?
They hit him with it, they beat him senseless with it. And then they threw it at him. They threw it and it bounced off of that wall. And it bounced off the ceiling, come straight over the flare. You're having the wrong place. This isn't a tandoori takeaway.
opened it up. I was what? He can't be talking about a baby. We took it home, opened it up, dropped it on the floor. They just bring you another one. Sometimes they'll bring you somebody else's. I'm like, no. Tandoori takeaway. I love this. That's what this show does best, or one of the things that it does best. The plot twist. You think one thing's happening and then the final gag, that'll probably be the final gag, won't it? And it just slaps you across the face and says, no, that's not what this is about, it's about this actually. And you're like, oh, yeah, that was brilliant. That is fantastic.
You're having the wrong place, mate. This isn't a tandoori takeaway.
That was fantastic. Oh, God.
Are you the fella who rescued my son from the canal this afternoon?
Yes, I am.
Well, where's his bonnet?
Oh, the copper! This is good. We had Taggart Man last time. The bloke from Taggart. You lot confirmed that for me. Thanks for that. Come on, slam your gloves on the car.
Okay, still on out the car.
What have I done, officer?
What have you done? Oh, come on. Give us some credit for having been able to observe things for...
Check the roof.
I mean, what have you done? You know perfectly well what you've done.
Check the
What's
roof.
more, you know that I know what you've done.
All right. I'll confess. I'll tell you everything.
That's better. Now, when did you first notice that you had a faulty rear indicator light?
It all started on our honeymoon. That's when she started to nag me.
That's in direct contravention of the motor vehicle regulations.
She kept on at me to come to bed. And all I wanted to do was watch take the high road.
You weren't even making hand signals.
Now, after the honeymoon, it got worse.
No, it's too late to make hand signals now, China. No, you should have thought of that before. Now, that lassie's freezing. She wants to put a summit on.
Oh my God. Oh. Who gave this guy a job in the police?
That before. Now, that lassie's freezing. She wants to put a summit on.
Freezing?
For 17 months, she never stopped nagging me. It was driving me insane.
Well, speaking of driving, as far as I'm concerned, you're a man of stellar road users. You've really put your foot in it this time, eh? So's your passenger. Yeah.
Then tonight, I finally snapped. I waited till she had stopped talking, which meant she was fast asleep. And then I took the pillow. I placed it
How is it not hitting him yet?
over her head, and I murdered her until she was dead, just like I've done with all my other wives.
What's she been drinking? A few good stiff ones, eh? You get it? A few good... a few good stiff ones. Oh, please yourself. Right, let's have a swatch of your documents.
I beg your pardon.
Documents, both. Driver license, motor insurance, MOT certificate, bingo cards.
I'm afraid I don't carry documents on my person, officer.
Oh, all right, then we better have a few particulars. Name?
Crippen.
Crippin.
N.
Doctor.
You're a doctor? Yeah, doctor. I've got this
Dr.
curry bump
Crippen.
on the back of my neck here for a bit. Hey, wait a minute. Dr. Crippen. You know that fella I seen him out of Tucson's Chamber of Horrors, aren't you? The one that done in all his wives.
Why does that sound familiar? Is it like a famous character off the telly? It's a murderer. It must be.
Yes, my grandfather.
Your grandfather's that right? And all his wives.
Yes, my grandfather.
Your grandfather's that right? He's my favourite, you know that? Oh, he's dead. I often used to think, you know, if Dr. Crippen had met up with my old woman before we started winching, I would have been a happy man today. Oh, my, you're going to get your autograph.
Certainly.
Oh, the boys will never believe this, right? And I tell you what, Doctor, just bring your documents round to the station first thing in the morning. We'll see no more about it.
Oh, thank you very much, officer.
Not at all, Doctor. It's a great pleasure.
Yes.
Lovely to have met you.
Yes.
Bye-bye
Good day.
now. All the best. Cheerio. Cheerio to you as well. Way
I can't with him. I can't. I don't know what to say. Carry on.
You thought I didn't notice, didn't you? You thought I was stupid. You really thought you were going to get away with it, weren't you?
Now what? It's not going to be the thing, is it?
My notebook then.
You fucking walloper. Oh, no.
Oh, excuse me, miss. Would you like to make a donation to the...
Donation? Would you like to make a donation? No.
Oh, excuse me, miss.
Leave me
would you like
alone.
to make a donation to the Save the Dosser Fund.
Save the Dosser Fund?
Oh, excuse me, sir. No offence, but do you think you could spare a 10p for a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you, sir. A cup of tea will warm there for the cockles of my heart. If I just had a couple of bob more, I might get a bite to eat as well, you know. But never mind, a cup of tea is fine.
Here.
Oh, you're a tough, sir. That's very...
Get yourself a bite to eat.
That's awful decent. You're a tough. You're a real tough, sir. Now, I'll tell you what, you see, with a cup of tea and a bite to eat, I'll be able to have the nourishment and that'll give me the strength to walk the 24 miles to see my sick mother. I don't know whether I'll get there in time.
See, this is the advice I used to get as a kid. You know, I used to get, don't give anybody who comes up and asks you for money, because they'll just keep asking for more.
She's off well, but then, never mind, a cup of tea and a bite to eat. Oh, that's decent of you, sir. That's very
pulling
good.
the notes out now.
Because with a bite to eat, I couldn't afford a bus fare, you understand?
Well, we're all human beings, eh? I mean, a sad day for man can't help his fellow man when he's in need.
Oh, that's very true, sir. Very true. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Eh?
You're not going to believe this.
What?
I've not got any money left to make my phone call. Could you help me out?
Away and what?
Not surprised at all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's amazing how on point that is about people today, how selfish they are. You know, you could give them your last fucking fiver, and then you could say, oh, actually, could you give me 10p back? I need to make a phone call on that payphone over there. They'd be like, fuck you off.
This is my first visit here since the funeral, you know.
At least with my experience of helping people financially, I've told you about, I gave one of my ex-friends a lot of money, and yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Mine too.
Let's not get into it. Fuck those
I
people.
don't know, I was feeling kind of depressed, you know, and I thought, I'll just go down and see the wife's grave. It'll cheer me up.
Is your wife, is it?
Yes. This is my Mary. Yes. Is this your husband?
Yes, this is my Michael.
That hump is your yes. Yes, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
And sometimes he taketh his time about it.
Yes. I brought these flowers along, you know, Oh, Mary loved her flowers. Oh, she just adored roses, you know. She had lovely, lovely roses. I think she loved her roses more than she loved me. Anyway, I thought I would just bring them along.
Oh, that
today
was
for
nice.
Her, you know.
fevers for Meiklem.
Oh, that was nice.
He always had the most terrible hay fever.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a lovely marble slab on the top of your Mary.
Yes, isn't it? And underneath, reinforced concrete.
But I prefer grass myself.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I like to think of the...
What's he think's going to happen? She's going to come back from the dead?
as the fresh young green grass sprouts out of the earth, that it is somehow my Michael being born anew.
Oh, isn't that a lovely thought?
Yes, isn't it?
I must say that's a lovely stone you've got, a lovely headstone
Do you
there.
like it?
What is that it says?
Thou shalt see me again in paradise.
Oh.
Though not if I see thee first. What's your inscription?
You ought to get that on the grave.
Oh, mine says, she is not dead, she only sleepeth.
Oh, that's nice. How long ago did you bury her?
4 weeks.
4 weeks?
Yes, I don't think there's much chance of her waking up now.
But listen,
Eh?
was it very sudden?
Oh, no. No. After a long, long illness, patiently borne
Patiently born?
by me. Was your husband sudden at all?
Aye, it was. An industrial accident, so to speak.
An industrial accident?
So to
Aye.
speak.
They told him they'd found him a job and he died of the shock.
Oh.
An industrial accident, so to speak. Aye, they told him they'd found him a job and he died of the shock. Fucking ace. That's probably Rob T. Nesbitt's fate. They find him a job, he'll die of shock.
Sad. Oh, my Mary didn't want to be buried here at all, you know. No, she wanted her ashes sprinkled at sea for sentimental reasons.
Oh, she was fond of sailing.
No, sailors.
Sailors!
You know, you and I have quite a lot in common, haven't we?
Oh, God.
Aye, we do.
Yes.
Haven't we?
Oh, allow me.
Oh, thank you.
There we are. Now. Oh, you've stood in Mike. Oh. You know, my Mary said that if ever I looked at another woman, she would turn in her grave.
My Michael said if ever I looked at another man, he'd turn in his grave.
I can't.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Exercise will do them good. We Glake at Cunningham.
That's one of the best sketches I've ever seen. So clever. I mean, it's such an old, overdone, repetitive gag used in comedies. But, I've got to watch this in a certain frame of mind. I'm in 2023, but this is from the 1980s, late 70s, early 80s. So back then, this kind of joke, it wasn't that overdone. The sitcom was still quite a new concept in the 70s and 80s. I mean, there were a few about, so it wasn't overdone then, and that was genius. And it wasn't just, I hated my wife, I'm glad she's dead, and then he meets a woman at the grave next to his wife's. Oh, yeah, I hated my husband, I'm glad he's dead. No, it wasn't like, it was clever, really clever jokes. Yeah, that was brilliant. I love that. Well done. So creative. I love the writing of these. It's fantastic. That's the thing about comedy. There's nothing wrong with going with the classics, but if you can, as long as you can rewrite them, redo them in a really unique way, a way that brings something new to it. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's what this does. But then again, because this is so old, this was probably set in the bar. I can't believe this show's so, unknown. I mean, as in the last reaction, I went on IMDb to find out who the guy that the copper pulled over, the guy out of Taggart, because I didn't know who it was. And I went on the IMDb page. There's not even a cast list for this show. It just says Scotch and Rice, and that's it. There's no, if you went on EastEnders or Only Fools and Horses, it'd give you a full list of everybody who was in it, everybody who worked on it, every everybody. It'll give you goofs, trivia, quotes, all that stuff. There's nothing for this. Absolutely nothing. Just an episode list, the name of the show. I don't even think it had a picture. A profile picture. It's disgusting. Someone ought to make a proper IMDb page for this show. Because it's one of the best comedies I've ever seen. It's fucking brilliant. And it's really disrespectful to Ricky, Gregor, Tony, and everybody else who worked on this. Because this is a masterpiece in comedy for me. So, I don't know how IMDb works, but I'm pretty sure you can edit it like Wikipedia. It's like public editing sort of thing. So someone ought to do that.
No, we sleek it. We sleek it, click it. Good and amorous beastie. Over our bonny wee thing. Canny wee thing.
Some with them.
Oh, what's some fluor? The gifted fluor. It's not fluor. My love is like a red something. My love has got a nose. My love has got a red nose.
A red nose.
From coming through the eye. A man's a man for all lang syne.
Doctor, thank heavens you've come. It's been like this for hours.
It's delirious.
Best laid schemes of rice and hens gang after gangly.
It's your right to call me Mrs. McAllister.
Oh, it's not. It's
I'm
not.
afraid so.
Oh, gin a cuddy meet a fuddy.
What?
Your husband's suffering from terrible burns.
Oh.
Buns? Let me just see. See, it's interesting how some episodes start just with a sketch, and others have the actual opening to the episode.
Oh.
But anyway, right, we'll say that that's the end. I might have to go back to the YouTube versions. But hopefully I'm not missing anything. Anyway, yeah, so that was another fantastic episode of Scotch and Rice. I can't sing its praises enough. It is just fantastic. And I know, you know, the people that say this, if you're under a certain age, you'll be like, oh, okay, boomer, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, the past. Oh, it was better. But comedy was better back then. Back in these days. Even when I was when I was a kid, comedy was better then. You know, you had your Little Britain, you had your In-Betweeners, stuff like that. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Come Fly With Me. You know. All the other classics that people talk about. I mean, The Office. I've only watched a couple of episodes of that. Extras. I've watched that. Extras is fantastic. But, yeah, it's like, these days it was like a golden age. And that was a brilliant episode. But the one with the two people, the man and the woman at the graveside, that was genius. The one with Dr. Crippen was good as well. Yeah. And the one in the maternity waiting room. That's what I mean about how there's intelligence to this. There's real, you know, intelligence to how this is written. Because you think it's going one way and then they just flip the switch on you and you're like, oh, right, that's what it... Yeah, oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, we all love a good plot twist, don't we? In a thriller film or a, you know, great TV show. I mean, anybody who watched Breaking Bad, no, I think I probably wouldn't be out of order to say every single episode of that show had at least one good twist in it that left you like, wow, oh, that's what's going to happen, or, oh, that's what that means, sort of thing, you know. And when it happens in comedy, it's refreshing. Because people don't tend to think that the people making comedy shows take it as seriously as a drama, but this proves that it can be. You know, if it's done properly, it can be just one of the best types of entertainment that you're going to see. And I love this show. It's so good. Honestly, I can't praise it enough. It's just, I love it. Absolutely love it. And I can't believe, compared to the other things that we've done, you know, your Still Game, your Rab C. Nesbitt, your Limmy Show, I'd at least heard of some of those. I'd heard of Rab C. Nesbitt, you know, I've heard it mentioned on Top Gear. It was always on top 100 British comedies in history list. This probably was, but I only used to look at like the top 20, and it was always in a top 20. Rab C. Nesbitt. Still Game would be up there as well, and or I'd see people talking about it and people reacting to it on YouTube. But Scotch and Rice, I'd never seen it anywhere. This is my, first time seeing it, and I'd say that it's better than some of those. It's a sketch show. And it's too early to say, because Chewing the Fat is fantastic. But if every episode, if this keeps going the way that it's going, how good it's been from the start, and how it gets better every new episode, I am going to have to seriously think about putting it above Chewing the Fat. I really am. It is that good. So, yeah. I'm trying to think how we got into this. I don't think it was a case of someone saying, right, you should check out Scotch and Rice, and then I did it like a few days later. I think I just spontaneously started this, and people were talking about it like a few months ago on the old channel. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, the deal with this. But whoever those people were, thank you. Because if you hadn't have made those comments all that time ago, I wouldn't have even known this existed. I love this. It's so good. So, yeah. Here's what you're going to do for this. In the comments, you tell me what you think about this. The people that have seen all the episodes of this, know the whole show, like Still Game, like, you know. Where do you put this? Where does it rank in your personal top 10 or top 20 or top whatever? And, you know, name some shows that you'd put it above. Or if you want, just put your actual top 10 or top 20 in the comments. You know, put the full list. I don't mind reading through it. I love to hear people's preferences on the favourite shows, movies, songs, music, whatever. I love that. Love to read that. It's always interesting to see what people prefer. Because I want to see where this ranks with all of you, actual Scottish people. I'm an Englishman who, you know, compared to all you lot, I'm still very much a rookie when it comes to Scottish comedy. You know, I haven't grown up on it. I've just started watching them in the last couple of years, last year with this channel. But I feel like, because I've started in the deep end, we started with the classics, Still Game, Chewing the Fat, Rab C. Nesbitt, Limmy Show. You know, we started with some classics that I've sort of know enough about it to start saying, oh yeah, this is better than this sort of thing. And I'm putting this up there. So you tell me where this ranks for you. Proper Scottish people who've grown up on this type of thing. And I know there's a few of you out there that, you know, that aren't in your 20s or your early 30s. There's a few of you on this channel who are a bit older than that and have been around for a bit longer to see, probably around when this was on the telly. So if you are of that age, you've got more experience than any of us. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. That's your task for the comment section. Where does this rank for you? Anyway, so that's it. That's another episode of Scotch and Rice. Fantastic. Loved it. Can't wait for the next one. Yeah, loved it. So make sure you like this if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. As I said, on the Patreon, yeah, we've just done our first giveaway. The winner has had his cash sent to him. I'm going to be trying to do that more often. And also, what have we got going on the Patreon? We've got Mind Your Language, Father Ted. Limmy's Show's now a Patreon exclusive because I can't put it on YouTube, it just keeps getting blocked now. Clarkson's Farm. I'm going to be starting a couple of new shows soon as well. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you're having a good weekend so far. And I will see you in the next one. So, until then, good night. Thank you.